Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm doing my Lions season recap, man. I just felt like I might as well do it now while I got the time. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go through a couple games. I'm not gonna go through every single game because I don't want to make this too long. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just go through a couple games though. Well, I'll say about 5 or 6 of them. But I'm not gonna go through detail like I did in my recaps earlier. So I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is just briefly go over it. Okay, let's go about the season. I'm gonna tell you about the season. I think the season was it was oh we overachieved. We overachieved with the talent we had, especially bringing in a bunch of rookies and third stringers and practice squad players and all that. You know what I'm saying? We overachieved a little bit with the record we have, because really we should be like a 6-10 team, realistically. But if we didn't have Stafford, we would have been, or probably worse. But yeah, let me go through the Colts game. That's where it all started now. Reason why I'm gonna go through this game. Yes, we won the game. We won the game 39-35. I'm gonna tell you why this game was key. Number one, Kerry Hyder, this is the come out party for Kerry Hyder. He showed what he had in this game. Matthew Stafford had 300 plus yards, 3 touchdowns, and completed over 75% of his passes in that game. He was razor sharp in that game. The defense couldn't stop him. The Lions had a balanced offensive attack. Amir Abdullah, Theo Riddick running the ball all over the place. They was running the ball. This offense looked legitimately scary in the first game of the season. Won the game. Okay. Next game, we go against the Titans. Now, this is a game I felt like we should have won, but we didn't. The referees, this was the worst officiated game. This is one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen in my life. We had 17 penalties. Yes, the Titans had a lot of penalties too. But there was some penalties they left off on the damn board that should have been called against the Titans. Like that hold on Kyle Van Noy, that DeMarco Murray bust for that 75-yard run. They clearly held the motherfucker. That shit was clear. That's the damn wash machine going on. But yeah, this motherfucker just got holed in that game. We got hosed in that game, man. The referees are so fucking garbage. Really. We had 4 touchdowns called back. Every time we got any type of momentum, every time we got towards the red zone, these motherfuckers would call some bullshit. Either holding, passing, like that pass interference that Ebron, they say he committed or whatever. He never even touched nobody. He just juked the shit out of the fucking corner. He juked them so fucking bad that he was open and he just caught the ball and they gonna call that shit back. He didn't even touch this motherfucker. And y'all gonna call pass interference number 85. I was like, oh, hell no. And then the NFL after the game talking about we sorry and shit. We sorry. We fucked up. Man, y'all been saying this shit every time y'all fuck up. Y'all do this shit every time to us. Y'all apologize for it later. I'm tired of that bullshit. Y'all be rigging us on purpose. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. We should have had, man, we could have easily blown out the Titans in that game. We should have had like fucking 38-6 in that game or some dumb shit. We should have annihilated their ass. The game wasn't even close. The Lions dominated them on both sides of the ball. They dominated the Titans on offense and defense. Hell, they dominated them on special teams as well. They dominated the Titans in that game. And the refs just called some bullshit. And I mean some bullshit. That shit was awful. That's why I was salty as hell after we lost that game. And then people talking about I'm delusional. People talking about, oh, the Titans just beat the Lions. Man, get the fuck out of here. If you a fucking casual fan, you would see this bullshit. That was bullshit, man. I was pissed. I was angry with that game, man. The Packers game ain't nothing to talk about because we lost that bitch by a fucking touchdown. Like we did in week 17. We lost by a fucking touchdown. God. Just because. But in that game, that Packers game, there's another. I said I was gonna mention 5 games. Okay, 7 games. I'm gonna mention 7 games. That game, the Packers game, we lost that motherfucker. The offense started out too fucking slow. But the reason why I'm talking about this game only solely because of Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones. Yes, Marvin Jones. He had 200 yards in that game, and then what happened then? He was nowhere to be found. Marvin Jones was averaging over 100. I think he was averaging over 110 yards per game, and then all of a sudden after week 3, he was nowhere to be found. How the hell you led the NFL in receiving in the first month of the season? He had over 500 yards. He had over 500 yards in the first month of the season. He had over 500 yards. Guess how many Golden Tate had? He had 91 yards. He had 91 yards. He had 91 yards, and Marvin Jones had fucking 500. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? And guess who? Now who leading the Lions in receiving? Golden Tate. Golden Tate is the only one that got 1,000 yards for the Lions this season. People thought when I told people that he got 1,000 yards, they're like, "What? He got 1,000?" Yeah, he got 1,000. He got 1,000 this season. Because remember, Golden Tate had at least 3 games with at least 140 yards. A lot of people forget about that shit though. He had 3 games at least 140 or better. The Rams game, he had over 140. The fucking Saints game, and the what game was that shit? The other game. Fuck. I know he had. I think it was not the Eagles, but it was somebody. Well, who the fuck he had? I forgot what team he had another 140 yards. I think he had 150. I think it was the Vikings. I think it was either the Vikings. I think it was either the Vikings or but he had 3 games over 140 or better. It was the Vikings. It was the Vikings. He had over 140 yards. And somehow we lost. Well, we won both of those games, but you know what I'm saying. He had over 140 yards in 3 games this season. That's how he got to 1,000. One game he had like 160 or close to it. He had like 150 something. So, yeah, that game, those 3 games, the Rams, the Saints, the Saints, and the Vikings. Y'all don't. I'm talking about the Vikings game when we played them in Minnesota. We played them in Minnesota. He had over 150. But yeah, like I was saying though. I just can't believe he had 500 yards and then Golden Tate surpassed him. Well, 91 yards to start off the season. Unbelievable. But the key thing, let's go back to the Titans game. The key thing was Amir Abdullah going down with injury. When he went down with injury, this team never looked the same. I know he only played a game and a half, literally a game and a half, because he played the whole Colts game and he played only the first half of the Titans game. This dude, when he went down, this running game was no more. This running game was never the same. It would never be the same again. Because I know for a fact if he would have stayed healthy, they probably would have won more games. They probably would have won more games and this offense has been more balanced and been more explosive. But I remember Jim Bob Cooter, they said he dumbed down the offense. He simplified the offense because the lack of a running game that we had. He had to dumb down the offense. Because if you could just see the Colts game, look how we were just scoring points, all that like it was nothing. Because we had a running game. We ran the ball. Ever since he went down, yeah, we had Riddick to start, but Riddick is no Abdullah. He's not. The coaching staff they want to keep shoving him down our throat like he is. He's not fucking Abdullah. He can't. He's not as fast as Abdullah. He don't make you miss like Abdullah, or he doesn't have the vision like Abdullah. He's not Abdullah. You know what I'm saying? I know theoretically he had a couple good runs this season, like the run against the Vikings. He had a big ass run. It was like a 47-yard run. Okay, but he ain't done too much of that. We had no running game. We had Zenner, we had Riddick, and we had Washington. That's all we had. And until Riddick went down with injury, he started going in and out the lineup because he was hurt. So we was really left down to Zenner and Washington. Washington was our starter for a while. This motherfucker, man, he's fast for nothing because he has no – I mean, he's a rookie. I'm not going to completely give up on him, but he has no vision. None. No vision. He ain't fumbled the ball or nothing. He just had no vision. None. This dude, I swear, people think our O-line's so shitty. No, it's not. Dude, motherfucking, the O-line was opening up holes this fucking big. And I mean this big, like this wide. Like, okay, I'm going to show it for the camera to see. They was opening holes like this fucking wide. Like, big as fuck. Especially in that Vikings game. This dude will run right into the pile. Right into the pile. That shit used to piss me off, dog. Every time he played, he have a hole big as shit. And he runs right into the pile. Every time. Every time. He runs into the pile for no reason. That shit's stupid. Like, that one time he kick return. It was a hole this fucking big. And this motherfucker gonna run into the pile. Like, what is you doing, dog? Like, I swear. That's why I said Amir Abdullah was missed. Because if that was Abdullah getting holes like that, especially against teams like the Vikings that was giving them holes like that, the Vikings or the Texans giving up holes like that, I promise you to God, he would have carved that shit up. He would have embarrassed their ass, okay? He would have ran for 150. That's how bad, that's how big those holes was. He would have had a helmet. Riddick would have went to work. They would have exposed their ass for having holes that wide. And Washington could not expose them. That's why our running game was shitty, and that's why it was a lot of bullshit bubble screens and little fucking slant routes and shit, go routes, little hitch routes because of that bullshit. No running game. So for us to substitute the run game, we had to throw a lot of short passes. We had to throw a lot of curls and a lot of fucking slants and a lot of bubble screens. That's what the fuck we was doing. I mean, shit. Because if you notice, Stafford was throwing the ball down the field more earlier in the season. He was throwing the ball more down the field earlier in the season because he knew he had a decent running game. And then whoop, the Colts game, he was throwing the ball down the field. The Packers game, he threw the ball down the field. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm talking a lot. But, yeah, let me get to the defense, though. Let me get to defense. Defense wasn't shit. It was good for a couple games, but it wasn't shit. Like, we was one of the worst teams in the league at pass rushing. We was one of the worst. I think we was the third worst pass rushing team in the league. We had the third least amount of sacks in the league. It was terrible. We couldn't generate a pass rush. The linebackers couldn't cover. Whitehead was garbage. Levy was a bitch. And I don't know what the fuck. We had the third linebacker. We had Antoine Williams, who I like, but I don't know why they don't play him more. They had Armbrister, weak ass. They had fucking who else they had? They had a lot of Copeland. They had and then they had Levy, and then they had Bynes. I mean, it was just all a disaster. Kyle Van Noy couldn't cover nobody. I know y'all like, oh, Kyle Van Noy, look what he's doing with the Patriots. Look what he's doing to the Patriots. I'm like, dude, he did not fit our system. We run a 4-3. They run a 3-4. Actually, a hybrid. They run both defenses, but more so 3-4. They're more so of a 3-4 team. I mean, shit. I mean, he just didn't fit. That's why Bob Quinn traded him. People criticized him for it. And he playing well for the Patriots, but remember, he's in a 3-4 defense. You gotta remember that. So, yeah, he got traded to the Patriots after the Redskins game. But the defense, the secondary wasn't shit. Quandre Diggs he wasn't doing nothing before he got hurt. He was too man. How the hell is you that small and that slow? He can't play the corner, man. Somebody got to challenge that. Somebody got to challenge that position, man. That nickel corner position. Somebody got to challenge that. That he has no athleticism and speed out there, man. That dude be getting burnt by everyone. Never lost and did him out of here too. You know, because he sucked. That dude is the worst starting corner in the NFL. This dude play defense like a drowning victim. I don't understand this shit. Flat out. Shit's embarrassing, dog. But another game we're talking about, I'm not going to talk about all of them. We swept the Vikings. We're not going to talk about that. But you know what? I will talk about it. We won the game in overtime. I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about one more game that I thought was some bullshit, and that's it. I'm going to talk about that in the last game of the season, of the regular season. And then I'm going to talk about what we need to do and all that shit. Okay. The Vikings game, when we was in Minnesota, this game went down to the wire. I'm not going to talk detail to detail. It went down to the wire. You know how it went. If you're a Lions fan, you know how this shit went. Stafford threw the fucking ball to Andre Roberts between 3 defenders. Most quarterbacks, 95% of the quarterbacks in the NFL cannot complete that pass. I'm going to tell you that now. He threw that bitch in the middle of their motherfucking ass. Threw that bitch in between. Just threw that bitch right. He threw it a little lower, but not low, not so high that it'll get picked off. Because if he threw it a little higher, it would have been picked off. He threw it just low enough, but just high enough for Roberts to catch it. He caught that bitch on the ground, threw it between the 3 defenders, led up to a field goal by Matt Prater going to overtime. As soon as we got the ball, I knew we was going to fucking win. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Because I think Stafford wasn't going to fuck around. And you know they weren't fucking around because they was running the no-huddle offense. I'm like, they don't use that offense. And when they use it, the Lions could be scary. They could be scary as hell. They ran it against the Colts. I don't know why they ain't running no more. I think because of the rookies or whatever, but they was running no huddle. The Vikings could not stop it for shit. Ebron and Tate were just clowning everybody in the overtime. Rick, one time, go to take out that ball. Y'all remember this play. Caught the ball. He was close to out of bounds. Caught the ball, stopped. Xavier Rhodes he fell forward, he juked the shit out of him. Stiff arm Harrison Smith, ran in, flipped, and landed on one of the Vikings players. Then the last game I'm talking about is the game against the Packers. The game against the Packers, dog. I'm going to tell you this. They swept us. Yes, they did. Yes, we had third stringers. Yes, we had practice squad players. Yes, we had rookies. But the play caller was shitty. I want Caldwell fired. And he's still not fired for some reason. The play calling was so bad. I could not believe we didn't score more points than what we did. The Packers defense wasn't shit. It wasn't shit. The defense was fucking garbage. If we had a better coach, we would have lit their ass up like the Falcons did. We would have ripped them a new asshole in this bitch. Like, both times we played the Packers, dog, why the fuck we don't expose their weakness when it's clearly obvious? That's that Caldwell shit, dog. And y'all talking about, he's a good coach. He brought us to 2 out of 3. He brought us to the playoffs 2 out of 3 years. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I hate that mediocre shit, man. I hate that fucking shit, dog. Tired of that shit, man. I hate fans that say that bullshit. That shit made me angry, dog. Oh, my God. Man, I hate that shit. So, anyway, we got swept by the Packers for the first time in forever. And it's been a minute since we got swept by them. But, Yeah, like, I don't know. We lost that game because of play calling. We scored no points in the second half. Actually, I'll take that back. We did. We scored a garbage time Hail Mary touchdown. That's what we scored. And in the last 4 games, we scored 10 points. We only scored 10 points in the second half in 4 games. 10 points in the second half of 4 games. Only 10 points. 10 points. That's not excusable. That's inexcusable, man. There's no excuses for that shit. That's unacceptable, period. That's awful. That's not good. That's not good. It ain't good enough to win in this league. Caldwell, in the first half, yeah, sure, we'll be scoring points. In the second half, he just want to hold off. He want to stop work. He want to start shit that's working and do something else that's not working. Caldwell and Bob Cooter, oh my God. And then don't let me get to the damn defense against the Packers, man. No pass rush whatsoever. Y'all want to talk about Hyder is a great pass rusher. Dog, I watched close tape on this dude. I mean, yes, he got sacks. He got sacks this season. He got 8.5 sacks or whatever it is. 8.5 sacks. But did George Johnson do that 2 years ago? What the fuck is he doing now? Is he on the couch? Devin Taylor, he had 7 sacks last year. What did he do the year after? Started. He was a starter. Only had 4.5 sacks. The fuck? I mean, shit. A'Shawn Robinson had 2.5 sacks, and he wasn't even a starter till like the last few games of the season because of Caldwell's stupid ass. Once again, y'all think he's a good coach. We lost that game against the Packers because he's a suck-ass coach. He's a suck-ass coach. This is the second time in a row we lost. Actually, the third time in a row we lost to the fucking division to the fucking Packers, dog. Damn near. No, the second time. I take that back. What the fuck, man? I don't believe they're a better team than us, though. That's the thing. They're not better. We just make stupid decisions. That's just stupid, dog. The offense is fucking horrible in that game against the Packers. The defense can't do shit. Defense can't do shit. No pass rush besides Zicky with that 1 sack. No pass rush whatsoever. A'Shawn trying to do something. Nada fucking sucks. He sucks cock. He can't do shit. He can't do nothing. He gets no push. No push. He can't stop the run anymore. He's slow. He's old. He just out there. Oh, this is what the thing I hate with the Lions, dog. I love my team, but I hate this trend or this tendency that we does a lot. And that is sign old ass players for a dumbass reason. We sign him, oh, he's a good veteran in the locker room. Oh, he's still a productive player, even though he's washed up. This is what they'll say. Oh, reason why, because he can guide him the way. This is the same shit they did with Dan Orlovsky. They signed him because he can prep Stafford in the game, help him prep the game and all this bullshit. Man, get the fuck away from him. He stinks. He's trash. He's trash. This dude is awful. We sign players for the stupidest reasons, man. We sign players for the dumbest reasons, though, I swear. We signed Nada because he's a good veteran and he can bring some. He still got some gas left in the tank, even though he's washed up. He didn't do shit last year, but you want to say he still got something in the tank. Get the fuck out of here, man. This shit is annoying, dog. Ever since Nada was awful this year, man. I'm sorry. He had no business playing. Him and Teron Walker had no business playing out there. Trash. Walker gets no fucking push. At least A'Shawn does generate a fucking pressure. He does generate pressure. But he can't be the only one in the D-line generating pressure. And he getting double-teamed and shit. Because I see A'Shawn was getting double-teamed against the Packers. And nobody else even coming close to fucking generate some type of pressure. But A'Shawn. But A'Shawn generating so much fucking pressure in the middle, they had to double-team the motherfucker. That's how good A'Shawn is. They double-team this motherfucker. And then in the running game, that dude a beast. They be trying to double-team him, and he's a rookie. Why the hell Nada not getting double team? He's just getting stonewalled or getting knocked to the ground or not being able to get back there. He had 1 or 2 good plays this season, and he ain't do anything. I'm frustrated. Their defense is trash. Secondary ain't shit. You got never lost in bum ass out here playing like a damn drowning victim talking about he's good. And then people talking about he's good. See, we got, I mean, like, it's some dumb people in this fan base. I mean, like, they gonna say he's good. He's not good. This video gonna be long. It's not gonna be 3 hours long enough, but I'm just saying it's gonna be a little long. But this motherfucker, dog, he can't cover. He's too slow for a corner. He's too small. We had no Action Jackson out there. Asa Jackson. We had no Action Jackson. No Action Jackson. It's unbelievable. This dude sucked. This dude, every game he played, he got carved up. Every game. He got carved up every game he played. Every game. I don't even know why they even signed him off the Ravens practice squad. It's beyond me. And I don't want to hear talking about he barely played. And no. He sucks. All right, he's straight garbage. No pass rush on his team. The other defensive end position ain't doing shit. Ziggy was getting pressure, but he was getting double. Him and A-Shawn was the ones getting double team, while Nada just getting stonewalled. What's the name getting stoned? And the other defensive end getting stonewalled out of the Devin Taylor. This I blame some of the pass rush, the lack of pass rush on Devin Taylor. This dude supposed to have been our starter, and he could not fucking generate a pass rush. 4.5 yards, 4.5 sacks this season. And you know how many tackles he missed? He missed a lot of tackles, dog. I mean, he always missed out on a lot of tackles. Look at the Seahawks game. You see what I'm talking about? He missed a lot of tackles. People say Hyder is good. I don't think he all that. Yeah, he came off the bench or what. He was the rotational guy, but like it was a lot of games he disappeared in. Let me get to, but yeah, man, we lost that game because of lack of pass rush and then the ineptitude of Jim Caldwell. Then the playoff game, you already know what happened there. I already talked about that. I ain't gonna go into that. I already talked about that a week or two ago. I'm not gonna go into that. But okay. Let me get the grades for each position group. Offensive line. Well, I'm gonna do it every single one of them. Yeah, offensive line. Overall offensive line, I give them a C. A C. A solid C. I give them a C. None higher, none lower. They get a C. They wasn't great, but they wasn't. Well, it was moments. It was terrible moments, but I give them a C. I give them a C. Only because the run blocking was not always there, and Stafford did get still put on his ass somewhat, but not like he did last season. I give him a C. Shit. None more, none less. Just a C. Yeah, I get an O-line a C. The reason why Laker Tomlinson fucking trash, and then you got that dude is the worst guard in the league, dog. That dude suck. He the first round bust. Him and Ebron is bust. They stink. They stink, man. For real. C, I give him a C on the O-line, though. Run blocking sometimes was not there. I mean, but it was a lot of times it was there. Just the running backs couldn't take advantage of it. Like really, Washington. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't take advantage of it. Even Zenner have a little fuck up from time to time. But sometimes it was just the O-line just not doing their job. Now, in the pass blocking for the O-line, I give them a B. I give them a B, B minus. Yeah, B minus. I'm giving B minus in the blocking department. In the pass blocking department. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful either. I give them a B minus in pass blocking. Lincoln Tomlinson, get his ass out of here. Thing you need to fix, get his ass out of here. That's the number one thing you need to do. You need to release that motherfucker. Trade him for a 5th round pick or some shit. Get him out of here. He stinks. He sucks. That dude suck balls, man. He trash. Then Warford, he's a free agent this season. I wouldn't even sign him back because he had an awful season. The guard positions was a weakness of why this O-line couldn't have been better than what it was. It was most of Stafford's pass rush came from the interior. Most of the time, I swear, I'm not bullshitting. Both guard positions, either it's Warford or Tomlinson. Glasgow did all right. He was good at the guard. He was good. He did his job for a rookie. They say he was going to be the steal of the draft. He looked like it. Shit, he was good at the center or the guard. But the guard, mainly Tomlinson, was there. When Tomlinson and Warford was there, that pass rush, most of that shit came from the interior. And Stafford, that's why he sometimes don't have no time. He was getting blown the fuck up, blown up, looking stupid. What up, Eric?
Not much. What's up, Beast?
Getting blown up. It was bad.
Keep going. I agree with everything you said thus far.
Yeah, the O-line, I'm telling you, the guards was the reason why the pass rush was getting to Stafford most of the time, which is true. Taylor Decker, yes, he gave up some sacks too, but he's a rookie. But he wasn't giving up sacks like crazy. Then Swanson going out, that kind of hurt us too. It did.
Oh yeah.
It hurted us.
Yeah, I agree with you on Tomlinson. I think he's probably gone. I can't imagine him coming back at all.
They gonna bring him back because they want to keep shoving him down our throat, keep giving him a chance after chance. That dude stinks, man. He can't block. He can't run block. He can't pass block. What purpose are you here? This dude, and then I'm gonna show you how bad he is, dude. Did you watch the Seahawks game and he was trying to block one of the linebackers?
Yep.
This dude tried to run to the second level and try to block him. He didn't even block the dude. He just went to the ground and hopefully he fall over. This dude just rolled on the ground and he called himself blocking somebody. He didn't even block him. He was still standing up. He was still in position to make it. The guy he was supposed to block was the guy that made the tackle. What the hell? You're supposed to block him. What is you doing? Like what? I mean, come on, man. Goodness, man. God. You're annoying, man. That's why I want him out of here.
They'll probably bring Tomlinson back, like you said, just to shove him down our throats.
That's what Detroit teams do. They shove bad players down your throat and get rid of the good ones, man. Come on, man.
They need to get rid of Tomlinson. I honestly can't see him. How they can even justify bringing him back.
He stinks, man. He can't block.
Yeah.
Warford, he a free agent, but I don't know if they're gonna sign him back. But I don't want him back, but at the same time, I want continuity on that O-line. So
Right.
I got mixed feelings on that. But I think he still sucked though.
Excuse me.
He still sucked though. He can't block. Stafford was getting killed because of Warford, low key. He was getting killed too. You're on mute, but and then the tackle position, Reef was average. He just an average tackle. He's not great, not terrible, just average.
Is he in a contract year?
I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
I heard that he might be. I didn't look it up, obviously.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he signed a 1-year prove-it deal, I think.
Oh.
I think so. I'm not sure. I got to go look at it. Reef, I'm not the biggest Reef fan, but keep him. I want to get rid of everybody in the O-line, but the guard position must get addressed. That shit was terrible. I'm sorry. That was awful.
I think Dahl can be the guy, but obviously he's just got to get some experience under his belt.
They do. He got to play guard. Now, the tackle, Roddy Reed, he remind me of Dominique Raiola. Like, he just a guy that hangs around. He's a guy that hangs around. He's not great. He's not terrible, not downright awful, but he just average. And he's going to stay average at best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to get them the O-line, like I said, C.
Yeah, I think C's fair.
But now let's go to the next position group. Let me go to wide receivers. I'm gonna go to wide receivers. Then I'm gonna get to after I get to the offense, I'm gonna go to the defense. The wide receivers, I give them a C minus. I know I'm a little harsh critic, but I'll give them a C minus, man. I'm sorry, because that too many drop balls, too many missed blocks. Then on top of that, everybody too inconsistent. It's too much inconsistencies in the receiving game. That's why Stafford had a hard time sometimes. They drop balls at the wrong time. Okay, well, tight ends, I'll go to that in a second. But receivers, I give them a C minus. Tate dropped balls. I mean, earlier in the season, he did have 91 yards. I mean, come on, man. Marvin Jones, really, you led the NFL in receiving and you only led up to 900 yards. And then your guy that don't supposed to be the main guy scoring touchdowns is Anquan Bolden. I mean, no explosiveness in the receiving game whatsoever. And that's why I gave him a C minus. Tight ends, F. Fuck it.
Don't even get me started.
Tight ends, straight up F. I ain't even sugarcoating it. We had no presence, no real presence at the tight end position. Yes, Ebron had a good game or two in receiving yards or whatever, like the Vikings game or whatever. But I mean, one touchdown for your production, and you want to ask for $8.5 million for an option? Hell no.
If Quinn picks that up, I'd question his GM ability if he picks that up.
I wouldn't. I mean, I would, yeah. I wouldn't do it. That's what I'm saying. I would not give him that option. Like Ebron, he was in and out of the season, injured, as always. And then when you is healthy, you can't catch. You drop 2 balls a game.
Craig says, never draft a football player from Duke.
Or North Carolina. Like, that make you get on my nerves because how do you draft back-to-back in the first round 2 years in a row from basketball schools? 2 players from basketball schools. Tell me.
You got to ask Mayhew that question.
I'm frustrated. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Not much. Just right now saw you guys were on here.
Oh, this on YouTube. This ain't no video call. This is actual YouTube now. But yeah, like I was grading positions, grading like the Lions positions or whatever. Tight ends, I give it an F though. We had no real threat at the tight end position, if you ask me.
Yeah, I just don't know how Ebron has only caught 1 touchdown this season. And like you said, his option's $8.5 million. That's a no-brainer. You don't pick him up.
Oh, hell no.
We draft tight ends to score in the red zone, not tight ends to run their fucking mouth and don't play like how their mouth running. You know what I'm saying?
His cockiness doesn't match his production. He has a high ceiling, but man, his mouth just does not translate to his play in the field.
I know people gonna defend it like, oh, Eric Ebron, he's fast, he's athletic, and all this other stuff. Like, okay, you could be fast and athletic, but if you can't catch the ball or you can make a proper block, what purpose you serve?
Right.
I mean, I don't care if he got 700 yards. I don't care. Brandon Pettigrew had that in his second year or some shit. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Pettigrew is a Pettigrew. So,
and he's gone. They cut him.
Yeah, because he was 400 pounds. That dude like a bag of potatoes out there. And he had no knees. His knees was blown. His knees was done. He had 2 ACLs on both knees. Come on, man.
Trash.
Okay, let me go to the let me see another position. Quarterback. That's it. I give Stafford a B plus.
Yeah, that sounds about good.
I give him a B plus. Because there are some times he could have made some opportunities and he didn't. But he played well though, for the most part, to that finger got jacked up. But he played well though. He was an MVP candidate. Even though he could have played better in the playoffs, but at the same time, his receivers could have played better too. But he get a B plus for me. He get a B plus. He played.
Who's that? Stafford, you said?
Yeah, Stafford get a B plus. He get a B plus.
Yeah. If he like you said, if he didn't screw up his finger, who knows what would happen? We might even win a division.
Yeah, we probably would have. But
you're only as good as the sum of your parts.
You are in your receivers. I don't care how good he is. Your receivers can catch. It make the quarterback look worse. So
yeah.
Let me go now. Let me go to the defense. Now this is getting fun right here.
Oh boy, here we go.
Defensive line as a whole. I give them a D. I give them a D. No, a D minus because we was one of the worst pass rushing teams in the league, and we couldn't stop the run towards the middle and end of the season. So I give them a D minus. Yes, I'm a harsh critic. I'm sorry, people. No, I'm not sorry. I give them a D minus. Only things that shine bright on the pool of shit turds defensive line, what the shining stars in that pool of shit, D-line was fucking A-Shot. Well, Ziggy, he wasn't that good this season. That's because he was hurt. I'll give him the benefit of doubt. Okay. But he looked like himself towards the end. But everybody else, Hyder, everybody say he was great, but he disappeared in so many games. He just disappears.
He wasn't consistent enough.
I don't think. No, he wasn't. He was not consistent. He wasn't consistent.
He had a good game here, and then he just wouldn't show up in the next game.
He went like damn near 5 games without a sack. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you can't have that.
And then run block.
Robinson, you said?
No, Hyder. I said he'll have a good game, but he'll disappear in a lot of games too.
Yeah. I mean, he had flashes, but
yeah, flashes. How many times? I'm tired of this team just having flashes. What do flashes get us? Nowhere.
What's going on, Craig?
What up, Craig?
What's up, y'all? I'm talking about the Lions in the season recap. I'm talking about how good or bad we was in position groups and stuff.
I know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, the D-line. I get the D-line a D minus though. We couldn't get no pass rush consistently. The fucking D-line got bullied in the running game.
Lower than that. I give the D-line lower than that.
Oh, you give them an F?
like an F plus.
I'm gonna be realistic though. I'll give them a D minus. They had their moments at times, and I mean at times. But I give them a D minus.
Right there in the middle of the season, they were looking all right, but at the beginning, at the end, they kind of sucked hind tit. Excuse my language, but they did.
Yeah, the offense. The offense, I would give it. And here's my offense rating. I would give it like a C.
Offense as a whole, or are you talking about just offensive position?
As a whole.
I get an offensive. I give them a C. Because they couldn't score points for shiznit.
No.
Well, honestly, Stafford was the one that carried the offense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We only scored 30. We only scored 30 plus points twice this season.
Damn.
That was the Colts game, and that was the Rams game. No, I was right. I was right.
They scored 30 in the Colts game too.
Yeah, that's what I said. They only scored 30 points twice.
Most of the losses were, and most of the Lions' losses were, under 10 points.
Yeah. That was because we played that bend but don't break defense.
Yeah, the Lions only got blown out twice. They only got blown out twice this year, against the Giants and against the Cowboys.
And that Cowboys game was questionable as far as a blowout because I thought it was 3 calls that led to their touchdowns. That was some bullshit. But everybody gonna say I'm delusional, but I could pull up the tape and tell you what the fuck I'm talking about. But
yeah,
and they got away with a lot of fucking pass interference calls that wasn't called. Okay. And they got exposed by Green Bay.
Weak.
Yeah, they was weak. I said they got exposed. I'm talking about the Cowboys. They got away with grabbing and holding our receivers the whole game. Especially go to tape. I mean, but I'm delusional, right? Okay, but I'm gonna go back to the position groups. Linebackers. F.
Worst core on the team. Worst positions on the team.
Without a doubt, straight F.
I ain't even sugarcoating. They get an F. They get an F. They get an F. Flat out. F.
I prefer the Browns linebacker than this linebacker team.
They couldn't cover anybody.
They couldn't cover. They couldn't stop the run.
No.
And I don't want to hear, Levy led the team in tackles. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing that bullshit. Look, I'm going to tell you this with Levy. I'm going to tell you a little quick thing with Levy. Most of his tackles was after the team got the first down. Most of his tackles was after they blown past the motherfucker. Most of his tackles was chase down tackles. And then in coverage, he blown so many coverages. It's particularly in the red zone. See, y'all, some people don't pay attention to shit like I do. They don't pay attention to things like I do. This dude, I can tell you, he gave up at least 6 touchdowns in the red zone. And I'm not joking. He gave up at least 6. He blows coverages all the time. All the time. It's irritating in the middle. Most of our touchdowns, guess where it come from? The middle. The middle. Levy was a non-factor. He was hurt. Oh, my knee. Oh, I need icy on my knee. He was always hurt. Bynes suck.
Oh, my God.
Then you
Whitehead was okay, and that's at best.
No, he wasn't okay to me. He was bad.
That's why I said at best he was okay. At best.
Where did Antoine Williams go?
I don't know, but I don't know why they stopped using him because he was solid.
Yeah, he can make tackles.
He played better. He played better than Whitehead. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I bet Jay Billingsley and the other preseason wide receivers will catch the ball more than Ebron and them. Ebron, and I bet they will play hard.
E-drop.
Ray Moore said defensive line F. No apologies. If you can't get close enough to whisper in Aaron Rodgers' ear, you should be able to pressure a motherfucking at the least. He said F. I don't blame you.
He says the linebackers are not even worthy of a grading. They stink that bad.
Oh shit!
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Savage.
That's a good one.
Well, the defensive backs weren't much better to me, but
it was a damn shame, man. Beats every player that you listed that you wanted them gone. Yeah. They will come back next week. I mean, they will come back next year.
But they have to. They can't replace everybody.
Oh my God, they suck.
You're gonna be cuss. You still gonna be cussing their ass out next season.
Thomason suck. See, this is typical Lions 101 right here. This is same old Lions 101 right here. Keep the shittiness and get rid of the goodness.
I mean, just like how we all wanted Dan Orlovsky gone last season, man, and they still resigned that motherfucker. They still wanted him to stay.
Oh my God.
Because that's Caldwell's boy, Craig. That's why.
Yeah, Caldwell loves that boy.
I can't stand Caldwell, man.
Just put Jake Rudock at number 2 because we already know what Orlovsky's upside is. It's about what it's going to be.
Exactly. All right. Like shoot, I'm gonna get to the coaches in a minute. I'm gonna grade them too, but now right this second, I'm gonna say them for last. Yeah.
What do you get the defensive backs, Beast?
I give them a D. So I mean, they made some plays this season. I'm not gonna lie, they did. I give them like a C minus or a D. I say D.
Okay. I thought, well, who's Bedamo? Is it Bedamosi? Is that the guy they got off the practice squad?
Trash Amosi.
Yeah.
He was our second string corner that came from the Browns. He was one of our gunners in the special teams.
Asa Jackson was a guy from the Ravens practice squad. That guy was so dang trash.
That dude was paper trash. He was just awful.
I don't know if Lawson's if he's just that bad or if he just doesn't have the experience. I can't tell.
He's too slow.
He just stinks to me. He sucks. This dude been in the league about like 3 or 4 years now, man. You still suck? Come on, man.
Did you guys grade the defensive ends?
Yeah. You want me to go by position by position? Okay, I'll give you defensive ends. D. D.
Really? All right.
Devin Taylor was so garbage this year.
That's an understatement. That dude, yeah, he sucked.
He got like 3 or 4 sacks.
He got 4.5 sacks, and he was a starter for 16 weeks. Suck. You suck. Come on, man. Stop that nonsense.
Linebackers too. We just can't depend on what do you say? Cornerbacks, offensive tackles, and defensive tackles. We need linebackers bad.
Yeah, the corners they got exposed because no pass rush, no type of pass rush.
Hey, honestly,
they got to cover their guy like 20 minutes. Just you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Honestly, I think the safety did all the work on the D line than the safeties.
Mm-hmm.
Deion Carey and Glover Quinn.
Glover Quinn, he looked like he showed some signs of declining to me right this season.
Yeah,
that dude missed tackles. He was missing tackles. He was looking slow out there. But Whitehead, that dude was lost as hell. That dude looked like he was in a jungle somewhere trying to find reception. Looking stupid. That dude like he went in the jungle with a fucking phone and trying to find reception with his dumb ass. Looking lost as hell on the island on the damn field looking stupid.
Oh, God.
That's how I've lost him look, man. Just look at him. He's like, what I do?
You want to talk about lost players, man? You want to talk about lost players? Back in week 8 against the Texans, right? Eric Ebron, he quit on Dwayne Washington where he thought he had tackle, but Dwayne Washington was still tackling and Ebron was just standing there. He didn't get to the rally, standing there.
I didn't know what the hell was going on.
You want to talk about lost players?
I'll just watch you do all the work while I just stand here.
That was just laughable, bro. The DN you gave the defensive end, you gave him a D.
Man, defensive ends, yeah, because no pass rush right there. The defensive tackles outside of A-Sean, F.
Hyder.
C minus. No, I give him. I see my a C.
I would say C. I would say C plus.
I get because he disappeared in some games, man. But the interior besides A-Sean, F. Walker sucks. He can't. Mr. No Push. Nada, too old, too slow, too clumsy, and bumbly. He just that dude look like Prince Fielder when he was the first baseman. He freaking sucked. He's just stumbling and bumbling all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all remember Prince Fielder when he played for the Tigers.
I remember.
That dude used to be falling and stumbling and bumbling because he was so fat. That's how Nada looked, man, out there. Just looking, it's crazy.
I remember he rounded third base in San Francisco and bit it.
And failed. Like
I remember him saying fuck Detroit, and I'm not.
Screw him too. But let's go back to the Lions real quick, man.
Yeah. Fuck the Tigers.
So how do you grade? How do you grade the? Did you grade the field goal kicker?
I'm gonna get to him in a second. But
he's the best damn player on the team. He scored almost every time he went out there.
I give him an A minus. So yeah.
A minus.
Yeah, because he missed some close field goals.
Yeah, he did.
He missed some extra points and all that. That was irritating. But
that's the team's MVP. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
he scored, and he's the only player that scored in the playoff game.
No, I'll give Prater a solid A, not an A plus, just an A, because he made some clutch kicks. So the field goal kicker always been the Lions' best player since Eddie Murray has been an MVP of this team. That dude scored more points than the quarterback scored touchdowns. Like, what the fuck?
Man, I think Prater is just another John Henson, whatever his name is. John Henson. I probably got his name wrong.
Jason Hanson.
Oh, Jason Henson.
Dude,
that man was money.
But yeah, like I said, let's go to the corners.
F.
D. F. Yeah.
C plus.
F. Yeah, F. They get an F.
Sugarcoated. It's an F.
Even Slade. Him as himself. Slade
was about the only guy on the team that held his own. Everybody else failed.
What about Raphael Bush? He got a pick touchdown and clutch interceptions too.
I thought he got burned too many times.
Yeah, he got burned. Yeah.
I mean, granted, he had flashes, but I think he just got burnt too many times. That's just my personal opinion, obviously.
I mean, that's the only corners that did well. Raphael Bush and Darius Slay.
Yeah, Slay did all right. Even though I give him shit, he did all right.
I mean, he sucked. I mean, he was sucking at first though, but at the beginning of the season, he sucked at first, and as games go by, he started showing out a little bit.
Slay always starts off slow for some reason. It's weird.
Right about mid-season, he came into form. Slay did.
I was getting hot, but yeah.
But you did a good job. You did a good job covering Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, he did. He did all right.
I get Slade himself as a B, because he did get burnt a couple times, like by a weak ass Kenny Britt, and he got burnt by Bellamy from the Bears. Who gets burnt by Bellamy? Like what? Dude, Slade makes no sense to me. Slade will get burnt by some second tier receiver or whatever, third tier receiver, but be putting L's and clamps on the fucking top tier receiver and shit. That makes no sense to me.
He got his ass burnt by Nelson Laganor.
That's what I'm saying. I said he'll put the clamps on the top tier receiver like Jordy Nelson and Dez Bryant or somebody like that. But he will just fold under somebody like Kenny Britt. Like Kenny Britt ain't been nobody in years, if ever. Quandre did the nickel corner position. That's not even a discussion.
What happened to Diggs? Did he blow his knee out?
Yeah, he blew his knee out. Even when he was healthy, he still was getting burned. So
I thought his knee was hyperextended.
I don't know. That's
with that knee though, he gonna be even slower than he was before.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That dude gonna be the next. He gonna be the next Ryan Broyles up in this motherfucker.
Man, I think, bro.
Hell no.
If we don't,
I thought just touching on it. I thought they gave up on Broyles way too quick. But
I didn't.
I don't know. That's just me.
How many years they was hoping for him to come in and he just blown it? This dude either get injured or he just don't want to, or he just can't play. Like it's been like 4 years they depended. Well, like these 3 years they depended on him.
I have a question.
Y'all give up on him, but not give up on Travis. Don't make no sense. Whatever though.
I have a question. What do you think of our punt returner?
I'm gonna get to that in a second. See, you breaking up stuff. I'm trying to build this up. I'm trying to build it up. You up here just
my bad.
Like that. I'm gonna get to it. Did we mention everything on the defense? Just about.
What? Matty Ice said Miles Killebrew.
Killebrew. I'm not gonna lie. He made some key tackles, but I mean he's a rookie. I'm not gonna go too hard on him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a rookie. But as far as his rookie season, he could have played better, especially in coverage. Because I seen him get beat a bunch of times in coverage.
All right. I think he did all right for his rookie season, though.
Yeah, he did. All they gotta do is just, coach him up a little bit, try to work on his feet, on his footwork and coverage and whatnot, and he'd be fine.
Yeah, he needs some development.
They do. If he want to develop his game, he needs to start out.
They got to stick with him instead of just 2 or 3 years in and then just discarding him, like this team tends to always do.
Yeah, sure. That's why I was like, should we draft Jabril Peppers? I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of the same deal. Like, somewhat. 2 hybrids? Do you want 2 hybrids on your defense? That's hard.
I think he'd be best at safety, personally, if we're going to draft him there.
Oh, you talking about Peppers?
Yeah, Peppers.
I
don't know if he can cut it at cornerback.
Oh, corner? Oh, hell no. No. Safety, yeah. Honestly, I'll put him at linebacker. I think he's best at linebacker. I
don't think he's big enough.
Yeah, I don't think he's very big.
He could be outside linebacker. He ain't got to be an inside one. He big enough to be an outside one. And we play a 4-3.
Yeah, that is true.
4-3, you ain't got to be a huge linebacker. You see the Buccaneers? I mean, not the Bucs, but the Cardinals. They use Deion Buchanan. He's about the same size as Jabril Peppers. Actually, Jabril Peppers is a little bigger, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, now let's get to the good stuff. Kick returner / punt returner, Andre Roberts.
Trash.
D. I give him a D. Reason why I give him a D is not because the returns he had a few returns this season. The most returns the Lions returner guy have in a while. That's not the reason why I give him a D. There's been plenty of times this season, if you paid attention to it, he was the reason why we had a lot of short fields, a lot of long fields to have long drives on. You know what I'm saying? We'd be behind our own 10 and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, behind our 5 or something stupid like that. This dude a month to punt, or he'll grab it at the wrong time when it's clearly a bunch of defenders coming his way, and he'll try to grab the ball and some stupid shit like that. You know how many times Stafford had long? I mean, this dude was. You know how many times we had long fields to have drives on? It's ridiculous. That's why our offense is another reason why our offense is kind of struggling. Too many long fields.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it helped if our wide receivers and tight end caught the ball a little bit more. But we already talked about that.
Yeah, right. But I give Roberts a D. This dude returned the ball at the wrong time. Like he would return at the wrong time. Like I said, that's why we keep having these. We have to drive like 90+ yards to go get a touchdown. And most of the time we didn't get the touchdown or even a field goal. We had to punt because of that.
Andre Roberts is Jeremy Ross.
Despite that punt return touchdown back in week 4, the closer he can get at least was like 21 or 24.
I think he had like 3 punt returns for a touchdown this season. One against the Bears in garbage time. Then he had the other one against the Jaguars. No, he had one against the Jaguars, and then the other one was against not the Vikings. It was somebody. I think it was the Texans. I want to say the Texans, but I'm not 100% sure. He had 3 punt returns for a touchdown.
Oh, and back in he got a reception touchdown from Matthew Stafford against the Rams.
Yeah, but
he did. Yeah.
I don't think he was good. He made too many mistakes. Punter, Sam Martin's an A+. I mean, come on, man. I don't even know why that's even a topic. That's a discussion. That's an A+. He the best punter in the NFL, in my opinion. Like I said,
like the guy.
You said what?
I like that guy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's an okay punter. Not the best punter in the NFL, but he's a good punter.
Dude, he was one of the best punters in the league. Look at his net average. His net average, he was the top punter in the league. He just on a team that's on some dumb shit on defense when they get the like defense when they go out there. So okay.
I think
now go ahead.
I think only once or twice his punt was blocked.
I think it was once. I don't remember either.
Yeah, I don't remember getting blocked.
That dude the best punter in the game, dog. He won a lot of special teams player of the week awards this season. So
had to have been right at the beginning of the season then.
He gave teams long fields. It's just our defense play that bend but don't break defense. And we giving up like every time we giving up like turning 5-yard passes and turn them into like 30-yard receptions. But it is what it is. Nah. Okay. Since y'all want to say that, let's go to the coaches.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Coaches.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun grading these coaches. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah.
I want to give them a solid F.
They deserve an F.
Oh yeah.
But I can't. I give them I'm gonna be a little generous. I'm gonna give them a D. A D minus. Not D
That's
minus.
too generous.
D minus. They sucked. They was terrible though. D minus. You know how
I'm just gonna say this, Beast. They gotta have better in-game adjustments, and plus Caldwell's got to get behind his team and for the shitty ass calls like that. I mean, you could have a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct or something. Get on their ass a little bit.
Caldwell is too reserved for me, man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Show some fire for your team. Show some support.
They're not gonna play hard for you if you play if you don't try to have their back. Like, come on, man. Like that. For example, this is one of the most effed up non-challenges I ever seen. He did not challenge the Odell Beckham drop in New York.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Right.
This dude clearly dropped the ball on the ground. He dropped the ball.
It's only 4 yards.
It don't matter. I'm gonna tell you this: the Super Bowl 34 was won because of 1 yard tackle. If the Rams didn't make that tackle in Super Bowl 34 against the Titans, they go to overtime and they potentially might lose that game. So if you tell me 4 yards don't mean nothing, you are dumb. You don't make no sense to me, Caldwell. I don't care what it is.
He should have challenged that bitch, bro.
Just
that was a third. That's like a 3rd and 2 or something. That would have forced a third down.
You know what this dummy said? You know what he said? He said, "Well, the play came to me late, and I didn't really get to see it." What? You supposed to pay attention to it, you fool? I mean, coach is supposed to pay attention to the game, man.
Sometimes I ask, why is he hired? What makes him get there?
I asked that when he first got here. I remember ranting on it. The very first thing he got hired, I said, "Why we hire this dude? Why? He ain't good. He sucked with the Colts."
Because we had Mayhew who didn't know what the hell he was doing.
And go draft Lincoln freaking Tomlinson.
The thing is, how you not challenge it? He dropped the ball. It hit the field. It touched the ground, and then he tried to cuff it under his legs, grab the ball from under his legs, and then grab it like this, like he holding something. Like, and then the refs gonna call that a catch. Number 2, how the refs didn't see this shit. That shit was clear as day.
The ref was standing right there during that play.
Yeah.
And you don't challenge that? And you don't challenge that? How stupid can you be? Okay, another game. This game was really bad on Caldwell. Huh?
So you're telling me a catch between his legs and his ass counted, but you don't count Calvin Johnson's catch back in 2011.
The NFL don't know what a catch is, and then people talking about it ain't rigged. Yeah, okay, shut up.
They don't know what is a catch and what is not. They just kind of, if he has control of it and it's resting, it's a catch. That's basically what they saw.
He got it. He literally got it. He caught the ball. Instead of his hands, he caught it with his ass and his legs.
I agree with you.
The ball touched the ground first before he even cuffed it under his legs. That's the whole point. It ain't like it just hit his leg and then cuffed it in. Like, okay, for example, you know that catch that Kenny Britt had on, I think he had a deep downfield. I don't know, it was on Slay or it was on Never Lost or whoever. You remember that? I know y'all probably don't remember. He caught the ball. It kind of hit the back of his legs or whatever. It popped in the air and he caught it. But that was a catch and it never touched the ground. It was like on some Brett Favre to Freeman type shit in 2000 when Brett Favre's father died against the Vikings. It was one of those type of catches. And they caught, but they're talking. The NFL is having a discussion. The NFL is having a discussion right now, rather or not. How many discussions they don't have when they don't call the right stuff?
Yeah, they're gonna talk over make that a new rule. If the ball is not completely in your hands, then it's incomplete.
Even if it doesn't hit the ground and you catch it with your ass.
They thinking about if it's in like an ass catch or a legs catch, that means incomplete. That they're having a discussion like that right now.
Well, I'll see how that goes, I guess.
Then I'm gonna tell you another game that Caldwell just completely butchered. That was the Texas game. Y'all remember when I went off because of Caldwell and Terrell Austin and the bad play calling?
You went off with like three of them. Terrell Austin, especially Terrell Austin. Like Terrell Austin play calling him
and Caldwell. The defense, why the hell is we playing wide 9 defense against a team that's running up the gut like we did against the Seahawks in the playoff game, which is stupid as hell? Why are we playing spaced out defense like that, man? Why? Why are we playing wide 9? Why? Why? Why are we playing wide 9? It's stupid. Okay, that's another problem I had. He kept playing that cover 3 bullshit, but really our defense, we play that cover 4 defense most of the season. That's why the other teams, that's why they was getting all them completions underneath, because we play cover 4. We play cover 4 and shit. And but the Texans game, it was badly coached, because you go for I looked at this, he onside kicked it. Yes, I was agreeing with it at the time, but looking back at it now, no, I don't agree with it. Then you don't value your timeouts. This dude just burned the timeouts like it was nothing when there was still time left to play. And he burned all the timeouts for the team not to run the ball. Like, why not stop trying to play? Why not defense and try to close up the gaps? You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. It's stupid. Close up the gaps, get a stop, and then get back on offense. Makes no sense. The calling was terrible in that Texans game. That was the sole reason why we lost that game. The coaching was terrible, because we should have won that game. I don't care what nobody say. We outplayed the Texans for the most part. Jim Barcuda was coaching scared. I was pissed about that too. He coached scared. We kept playing conservative bubble screen at the bubble screen at the bubble screen at the bubble screen. And I'm like, what are you doing? You didn't run the ball. You didn't run the ball for real. This dude trying to play he's trying to have bootleg fucking play action plays when you're not running the ball effectively. What is you doing? What is you doing? It's stupid. Lost that game. Another bad coach game. Besides the Giants one. And then the last one, I'm going to go off on. We lost to. Y'all remember when we lost to the Packers the first time?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Why the hell we was getting beat 31-3? 31-3 going into the half, getting beat 31-3. We almost came back and won, but we 31-3. Why is we run happy against the number 1 rushing defense in the NFL at the time? Why is we running the ball so much and we not going anywhere with the ball? And we know they have a soft secondary, which been exposed in the playoffs about now. It's been exposed by the Falcons. Why are we not throwing the ball down the field? You keep
no one
being
can catch the ball.
At the time, though, they wasn't dropping the ball like that, though. They were still catching them. That's the thing. We kept on fucking running the ball. Who run happy against the number 1 rush in the defense in the league? I understand you got to keep the defense honest, but you see it's not working. Why is you keep doing it? You did it in the second half. You hurting yourself, and why is you running the ball when you down by 28 points or 27? Yeah, 28 points. This is stupid as hell. You down 28 points, and you still running the ball. It's stupid. It's stupid. Why? And then you want to throw the ball in the second half. You should have been done that. You down 28 points. Why are you? That's another bad coach game by Jim Caldwell. The defense sucked, and they wouldn't get no pass rush, and Jim Barcuda. All across the board, bad coaching. We lost that game because of that. D- for the coaching. D-. Say what y'all gonna say. I know y'all got something. I proved everything. Reason why we look.
I gave the coaching staff a D. But D+ for Caldwell. See, C, just a C for Terrell Austin. And you might disagree with me on this one. B- for Jimbo Cooter.
I wonder if Jim Bob and Jim Caldwell butt heads on the game plan for the offense.
They probably do. It won't
I've always
surprise me.
wondered that, but I can prove. I can't prove it, but I always wonder that.
That Packers game opened my eyes. That third week, that was one of the worst coaching games I've seen this season. That went the Texans game.
Low-key, I thought the Packers were going to drop 50 at that game.
There ain't no reason we should have lost to the Bears in the first game.
That was more on the players in that game. That was just
nobody shown up at all. Nobody's shown up at all at that game.
Stafford played shitty. The defense the defense couldn't stop the run.
Didn't we have a lot of injuries then too, though?
Yes.
Yeah. You got Golden Tate running the wrong routes. You got Marvin Jones dropping balls. You got Ebron dropping balls. I mean,
that's the game. I think that's the game that Eric Ebron mostly dropped the ball. Like, everybody was just terrible, especially the wide receivers.
They didn't even outplay us for real. We beat ourselves in that game. Period. It's proven.
But that loss, man, that week 4 loss surprisingly changed the whole. All of a sudden, they managed to win like 8 out of the last 9 games.
It makes no sense.
But the two teams that we should have beat is the Titans and the Bears. Yeah.
And Texans, if you ask me. That coach game was so bad. It was so bad. I wanted to go
I
out.
understand the Titans loss. I can, but not the next 2 after that. I could not understand that.
I didn't understand the Titans lost at all because we got cheated. I thought we got robbed in that game. I'm sorry. We got robbed. We got cheated big time. That was one of the worst officiated games I ever seen in my life. It was that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Seahawks one was pretty bad.
Yeah, well,
clearly,
we couldn't do anything right in the Seahawks game. That was on the players. That wasn't on refereeing. That was on coaching and players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caldwell looked constipated with that beanie on. That dude like, come on, man. You said B- for Cooter. I had to knock that down, man. I give him a C. Not a C plus, a C. Because he had his moments. He did.
So what do you think? Yeah. So what do you think Bob Quinn will do this postseason? Like, what's the moves that he gonna make?
I think he's got to go defense. That's where we got ate up, and especially the linebackers.
Yeah, like the linebackers was terrible. They was like decayed teeth in somebody's mouth. They were just getting ate up inside.
If we can get one linebacker and maybe 3 or 4 year linebacker in free agency, I think we'll be all right. I mean, we're still going to need to improve, but if we can at least do that, I think we're set.
I know people gonna say you should have never got rid of Van Noy. Dude, he didn't fit our defense. He didn't fit our defensive scheme.
He's a bum. He's a bum. Period, though.
All he's good for is rushing the passer any damn way. And
his wife was hot as hell.
He's celebrating on Twitter. He just too happy right now, celebrating on Twitter because he made the Super Bowl.
That's because the NFL loves Tom Brady and the Patriots, but I ain't about to go into that. They spoiled ass franchise.
I don't know. I think we might have I don't know if you guys seen Ace Taker's video. He said we kind of maybe gave up on him too early.
I don't think so. He didn't fit our defense.
He didn't do much. He didn't do much to the with the Patriots either. Honestly.
And a 4-3, he ain't know he want to rush the passer or play in coverage. That's why he looked lost in defense.
Yeah, so you're right. Man, you got a point about that. About we need to drop a linebacker.
I
We
was
need to
saying
draft
this.
a linebacker, and we need to get like a third or fourth year when it's.
I've been saying this for 2 years. We need to get a linebacker. And I ain't come.
You said it in 2013. We still didn't. That's because we got DeAndre Levy. They probably don't do so. They probably will not drop. They probably not going to draft the linebacker because they. What if they manage to keep DeAndre Levy?
They are because Bob Quinn gonna say, I think he can fit good into our plans in the future. I'm like, no, man, trade the dude because he's always injured. I bet you my ass he probably get hurt again before the regular season next season.
Before the preseason.
I bet you he get hurt again. Oh, my toe. Oh, my toe. My toenail hurt. I'm out for 8 months. I'm done. Like, come on, man. God. That's annoying, man. Get him out of here. Get old boy out of here, man. Trade him for a 5th round or something. A 4th round and the 5th round or something. Do something, man. Get him out of here. We need some more picks anyway. We need to build this team up.
We need a tight end because Pettigrew's gone, and Ebron, you're probably not going to get his take his option, or they shouldn't. If he does,
let's trade for motherfucking Zach Miller or let's just draft a veteran tight end.
Don't sign Pettigrew back, even though we released him. Because that dude is the closest to he's the closest thing to paraplegic as I see as a football player. That dude got no knees at all.
I think he's gonna retire anyway. Because he got so many concussions. He got so many concussions, bro.
Tight end, linebacker, and cornerback, and the cornerback's just for depth. I think get some speed there too would help.
I don't know who you have in mind in the 1st round.
Marvin Jones Jr.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know who's coming out for the draft.
Everybody keeps saying we gonna draft Taco Charlton out of Michigan. I don't know, man. I see how you play. That dude, he just now being a starter recently, and at times he does get to the quarterback. He does.
Where are we picking? Right in about the mid-round, like around 19, 20, right around there?
We're the 21st pick. Some people say he won't fall to us. But I don't know, man.
Well, I don't even know who's even going to be available that far down.
I know what we should do. Let's cut everybody inside and sign the entire Alabama Crimson Tide roster. A Lions fan said that.
Everybody say we get Barry Sanders Jr. No, he ain't good, dog. He ain't good. I ain't expecting him to be his father, but he ain't even all that.
I don't think it works like that.
No, it doesn't. That's like saying who played in the NFL and their son wasn't as good. Let's see. I don't even remember. But it easily go like that, though.
I'd like to see him re-sign Anquan Bolden again to another 1-year deal, but I doubt that's going to happen.
They need to shoot some boosters in his leg because he runs slow.
Babe, but you throw the ball to him, he'll come down with it.
I see him have some drops too. He did.
I know, I did too, but most of the time he'll come down with the ball. At least when it was thrown his way.
Hey, Anquan Bolden, he wasn't playing for that. He wasn't playing for that. You know, that referee bullshit, man. I remember he snapped in one of those referee snap at one of them though. But
yeah,
he was giving them hell after the game. He talking about the refs calling some BS and the refs this and the refs that. I'm like, Just like Travis Kelce going up on the rest. And they full of crap. They are.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised both those guys didn't get fined yet or get 12.
They will. No,
They will.
no, Roger Goodell, he'll find a way somehow, some way. He'll be like, well, they ain't get fined, but I'm going to have to find him after like 6 months after he said what he said because I'm Roger Goodell and I hate the Detroit Lions. I love the Patriots and I don't want to admit that, but that's my brother. I love Tom Brady. I'm going to just put on a show for ESPN so they can have something to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Because I love Tom Brady. I love Tom Brady. And I love Aaron Rodgers. That's him.
Aaron Rodgers.
He probably racist too. Though. Make sure Cam Newton don't win a ring. Don't ever win a ring or Teddy Bridgewater or any. Make sure those motherfuckers don't win a ring.
Shoot, Russell Wilson won a ring, but I don't think he's fully black.
The Pistons play tonight?
I don't think he's fully black. Hey, sometimes I think yeah. Sometimes I think Roger Goodell is racist.
They don't play tonight. They play tomorrow. I think they play tomorrow.
Who?
The Pistons.
No, the Pistons play. They got like damn. They got 6 days off after Monday. They playing Saturday down south.
And get blasted.
Who do they play?
Play somebody. I forgot. I got to look at the schedule.
They play Miami.
Oh, Miami.
They play Miami, and then after that they're gonna go to Boston.
He said Taylor Decker got an A. Yeah, he got an A. He was good.
Yeah, Decker was all right. I thought Glasgow was all right too. I mean, for the injuries that they had and for what they did, they were all right. I mean, they weren't the best, but they were a young core and they got room for improvement. I thought they did okay.
He did better than Lincoln.
And I want Lincoln Tomlinson gone, but he'll probably be back.
Yeah, lesson learned. Never draft a football player. Yeah, don't draft a football player from Duke.
Man, they be doing the matrix on him and getting by him. like he get froze up every time somebody pass rush. He be like,
and they were telling him to be like the next big thing too.
I ain't never believed in Lincoln Tomlinson hype. Just because he from Duke.
Excuse me.
It ain't like they got an offensive line from a actual football school. You know. What do you think we get in the first round? Linebacker, defensive end, or corner?
I
say linebacker. Yeah, I say linebacker.
Best linebacker you can.
Or we can sign trade for a vent.
Well, if you're going to do that, you got to get some. I don't think you even need you got to get someone with 3, 4, 5 years experience.
Not somebody at 30 or going to be 30, just a very good young veteran.
I maybe would say even younger than that, like 27, 28. But I don't know if any are going to be around that are going to be worth a damn.
Sure, I would say get Reuben Foster, but he gonna be long gone by the time the Lions get the draft.
Because I think every time we draft somebody, most of the players we drafted, they end up being a bust.
Yeah, with Mayhew. That dude draft a tight end in the first round. I don't know what this team gonna do though. They were talking about things in the Senior Bowl, talking about players that might be interested in. I don't know. I gotta look at that.
I've been looking long and hard at the Senior Bowl.
And by the way, I would not sign Jason Pierre-Paul. I'm sorry. I don't like that. I won't like it.
I think he's getting too old.
Or we can sign JJ Watt's brother.
You talking about TJ Watt?
Yeah.
TJ Watt.
From Wisconsin? Yeah, he getting drafted too. He might be around when the Lions draft.
What position does he play?
He played linebacker.
Linebacker?
He played, I think, strong side linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, once he get on the Lions, he'll visit his family every week. like J.J. Watt hardly do because he played for the Texans.
J.J. Swat. But I gotta look at some tape on these guys though. But
J-Day, what you say you'd answer questions on the chat line. Well, what questions do you got?
okay, I'm gonna look some of y'all questions y'all got. No Caldwell do not develop players good. Let them come off the bench first year. No, he don't.
Do you think the Lions squad can make the playoffs next season?
I'm gonna be real. No.
Eight?
No, this
either.
schedule.
Did y'all see our home schedule?
Bro, we got the Cardinals, we got the Steelers, we got the Ravens. Not the Ravens.
The Falcons.
Oh yeah, we're fucked.
We got the Panthers and we got the Bengals. Man, our homes. Man,
That shit gonna be hard as hell.
Our home games are tough.
Fuck. That's game over.
I'm gonna let y'all people know this again. We got the Arizona Cardinals, which a team that always whoop our ass every year, every time they play us.
Even
we
if
ain't
they
beat the Cardinals in so long. Yeah, they can go fucking 2-14 and still beat us somehow.
Even when they were mediocre, they still kicked our ass.
That's what I'm saying. They can get 2 wins of the season and one of the wins to come against us. That's how much they be whooping our ass. Okay.
Yep.
I remember that year.
Then we got the Steelers. We ain't beat them in a while either. We got the Ravens. We ain't beat them at all.
We got the Falcons.
Well, Lions is with the Falcons. It go either way. I don't think they'll win that game though. And it's in Atlanta. And in their new play, in their new dome. The Mercedes.
No, it's in Ford Field.
Oh, is it Ford Field?
Is it? Yeah. Ford Field.
What do we play? The NFC West and the AFC East? Is that who we got?
We played it.
AFC North.
AFC North and NFC South.
Oh.
That's gonna be tough. Got the Bengals. They ain't no slouch. Don't go to sleep on them. We got the Ravens. They ain't no slouch either. Then
don't fall asleep on the Bengals. The Bengals never miss back-to-back playoffs. So don't go to sleep on them.
Not recently, but it's gonna be hard. Only team I know we can probably beat is the Browns. We probably beat them. I ain't gonna lie to you. We'll beat them. but everybody else in that division, that's a toss-up. Especially the Steelers.
I can see us being right about where we are this year. 8-8, 9-7, 6-10, right around there, or 7-9.
Bro, every time we predicted that the Lions would have a losing season, they end up going to the playoffs.
I always say 500, and we're usually right there. We're never really under, and we're never really over.
I'm gonna tell you this, shoot. We can win at least 9-10 games next year if key players stay healthy. That's gonna be the key.
Always is. Always is.
Our problem is health.
We have no depth when we do get injured.
We just got to beat the motherfucking Packers.
As long as Aaron Rodgers is at Green Bay, we're always going to be second best, Craig.
As long
that
as
guy just tears us a new asshole every time.
Oh yeah, don't forget about our division. I think the Vikings gonna be better.
Yeah,
I don't know how much better, but they're gonna be better. I think.
I don't know how Bridgewater's gonna be with his knee though.
I don't know if he's gonna even start.
Man, I think Teddy Bridgewater is another Geno Smith.
Well, I thought he was starting to come around there until he blew his knee out.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go.
All right, man. Take care.
All right,
Okay.
see you guys.
Yeah, so we gotta watch out for the Vikings too.
Got to watch out for the Bears, like Manby said earlier. Man, their defense is They got a pretty good defense. Their offense sucks, but their defense is pretty good. That's what keeps them in games.
I see us splitting with the Bears again anyway.
Yeah, of course. We gotta beat the Packers, man. We got to beat them.
Yeah.
We can't beat them.
Despite the season split recently, man, Aaron Rodgers is just straight up on our ass, man.
Blue, who said that Teddy's not going to be back till 2018? Who said that?
Say what?
Nobody said that.
Well, he's saying that they're saying he's not going to be back till 2018. Who said that?
Who's not going to be back until 2018?
Well, Bridgewater, TT. Well, I'm reading the chat here.
Yeah, we can't beat Aaron Rodgers for no reason, though.
You did? He'll be back next year, man. Bridgewater will be back next year. You may, like Craig said, he may not be starting though.
Because Sam Bradford he put up good numbers better than Bridgewater, better than Rodgers too.
Yeah. Oh, did y'all answer this question? J-Day said 500. He said, "Do you think the Lions squad can make the playoffs next season?" I don't know.
I don't. Man, the Lions are just like one team from another. They get good, and the next minute they play shitty, and the next minute they play good, and the next minute they play shitty. It's been like that. It's been like that since forever. Lions are just too unpredictable right now.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say we're gonna go 7-9 or something.
The Lions started 1-4. The Lions started like 1-4 or 1-3. Everybody thought the season was over, but when they going now all of a sudden they on a winning streak.
Yeah, the Falcons though. We got the Panthers. We got to play them. I don't think they're gonna be as bad as they was this season. I think they're gonna be better. They might be.
What if the Lions beat? What if the Lions lose to the team like the Browns, and then the next minute they go beat the Steelers and the Falcons, and
that can happen.
The Lions are funny like that, bro. They funny.
I know.
They dumb like that. Yeah, they is.
They go end up losing to the Browns, and then they beat the top teams from last season.
I never see the Steelers though. We can beat them because we're at home. And people think the Steelers just all this high and mighty. I never believed in the damn world. I never thought they could beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I never thought that. I never believed there was a real threat to them. And you seen it this past Saturday or Sunday, whatever that game was.
Roethlisberger's talking about retiring, so if he does, I don't know how well that team's going to be.
You know what that means? That means another Super Bowl appearance for Tom Brady.
He said Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger retiring.
Is he actually going to go through with it?
No. Oh, you said Tom Brady said he talking about retiring?
No, Roethlisberger.
No, Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, he about to go to Super Bowl next year.
Yep. Hell yeah. Who in the AFC gonna stop Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady choked.
Tom Brady needs to, tore his ACL in order to that is the only way another team in the AFC gonna go to the Super Bowl.
I never believed he was a threat to to beat the. I never thought the Steelers a threat. I never thought. But Matty gave the Detroit Lions, the team as a whole, a D+.
The team as a whole, to me, is a C+.
Yeah, C+ is about right.
Coaching D- though, no matter what.
Yeah.
Some people gave him an F in the comments. I see an F.
I think I gave coaching an F. I think I did when I did my analysis.
So how do you grade the Lions fans?
Dude, we got to be freaking insane to love this team. That's all I got to say.
I don't know what the grade is, fan base.
An I for insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fan base, man. They're like, you know what? I'm used to the shit.
Well, at least now they got some cheerleaders. Now at least they're watchable.
We got fucking cheerleaders. That's gonna be the difference maker.
We got cheerleaders, and we about to have Wi-Fi next season in Ford Field. Isn't that something to hang your head about? Isn't that something to get head about?
Everyone and their brother's gonna be on it.
We got new paintings at the end zone.
Oh, we got new playoff appearance banners at the damn top of the building. Yeah, new playoff appearances.
I say out of here with those playoff appearance banners, man.
They just hung another one up. That joke made me so mad. I hate that.
And you know what else is better? Cup holders along with the seats.
Yeah, Mark the Ford and the Ford family and Rob Wood. Yeah, we're gonna build this. We're gonna build this all up for our team to suck again. Yeah. We're going to go another 6 years.
Should the Lions draft?
You said what?
Matty Ice calls Bob Quinn's going to draft a cheerleader.
That dude need to draft a referee because we getting cheated too much. Dude need to draft an official too.
Don't even get me started on the referees, man. That one call against, I think it was. Who was it? Might have been against Lawson, man, where the guy was coming across the middle and was going up the field, and they called him for pass interference. I said, that was no pass interference.
The rest don't know what they're doing. They all should be fired. So is Goodell. He should be fired. And Dan Blandino. He stinks. He garbage.
Why Roger Goodell just go to hell and die already?
He's been the worst commissioner, at least since I've been alive, he has been.
He makes Devin Stern. He makes Devin Stern a legendary commissioner for the NBA.
So,
Apollo Creed says, "Who do you think will have a great season next year?"
I don't know. It's hard to say. We didn't think the Falcons gonna be a Super Bowl team this year. So
obviously Stafford, but anyone other than Stafford.
We're probably gonna be a division contender team again, and then choke the last 4 games.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start the season 7-2 and end the season 8-8. Yeah, that's what we do.
And then Roger Goodell was like, the Lions are hot right now. They're starting 9-2. Let's make the Chicago Bears do something. Since the Cubs have won the World Series, I feel bad for the Chicago Bears. Let's give them a running streak. And let's have them face the Detroit Lions in week 17 and give them at Soldier Field, and let's give them a division title.
You know what? I think we're gonna play the Vikings in the last game of the season this time. It wouldn't surprise me.
Who do we play Thanksgiving?
I don't know yet.
Probably the Cardinals.
I hope that God it ain't the Cardinals.
Because they are thinking about booking the NFC West team and on Thanksgiving.
No, man, they need to put somebody else on Thanksgiving, like somebody like the Browns or something. I thought you were leaving.
You had to go, buddy.
You said the Browns?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was false alarm. I thought they were calling me into work, but I guess they didn't.
But yeah, man, I'd say what I had to say. Next season.
Well, I'll just leave it at this. I think they need to get a tight end, they need to get a linebacker, and they need to get a defensive back or a safety in the draft.
Who do you say we should sign in free agency? Because we got a lot of cap space.
But which one do you sign in free agency? The linebacker?
No.
Tight end.
See, most of the time when you sign linebackers in free agency, it don't turn out that well. It doesn't. Unless it's like a big name out there or something.
There's a lot of holes to fill with this team. That's all I got to say. It's depending on where do you plug them in.
I gotta look. Do my research.
At least somebody, hey, regardless, somebody's gonna get cussed out by Man Beast Morris. Probably Jim Caldwell.
Oh, that's
They probably
guaranteed.
will start. They probably will finish the season 6-10 to 7-9. And Caldwell was like, we might not make the playoffs. Does this mean I get to keep my job, right?
And see you later, Matty Stafford, if that happens.
Yeah. Matthew Stafford.
I mean, if they're going to be 6-10, what incentive does he have to stay?
Stafford was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm going to someplace else.
Well, that's what Calvin Johnson said. He said, fuck this, I'm done.
Yep.
I want to win a ring.
Exactly.
I want to win a ring with the. I want to win a ring with the motherfucking Denver Broncos or who else needed the quarterback? Oh, I want to win a ring with the Redskins.
No, Redskins got their quarterback. You mean somebody like the 49ers or something? They dumbass.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if he signed with the Broncos because they desperately need a quarterback with that good defense.
Because Trevor Simeon's freaking trash.
Yeah, he is. They're probably gonna waive him.
I hate his name, Trevor Simeon. Seaman.
You said Seaman.
Trevor Simeon.
That's what Man Beast was doing. Man Beast, that's what you was doing. You nicknaming players that you can't stand.
I don't like the name. Like, whatever though. But yeah. Oh, TGG Blue said, is the defensive coordinator staying? Yeah, Charleston staying.
Yeah, there's no way you're getting a head coaching job.
A-Shawn should have a breakout year, hopefully. They don't have to draft running back in the first round, but they need to draft. They need to find a diamond. Yeah, they probably found one in this draft, a diamond in a row.
Yeah.
Only guy won't be a. I don't want Christian McCaffrey. I don't want him. I'm straight.
All I got to say is their first round pick better be a linebacker, or else I'm going to be hot.
What if it's a defensive end instead?
I'll be hot. I'll do a rant video.
I gotta watch this damn Senior Bowl. See what we got. See what linebackers we got in this draft.
Hell no.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to skedaddle
Right.
here. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm about to get up out of here. And
Yeah.
All right. See you guys. See you, Craig.
Nice talking. Peace.
Yep. See you.
peace. Just hit me up, I guess.